Welcome to Independence Guitar. This is your first time here, please go ahead and subscribe down below. If you actually want to receive notifications, check the bell. If you like the video, like and share, help me out. So I want to try and run through this quick and go over it as fast as possible, as it's not really a rocket science lesson. It's just a quick tip on how to make your guitar sound better, especially if you have one of these, a Floyd Rose or a Schaller equipped guitar, or licensed or otherwise. You will notice especially that if you are a metal player and you can be chugging away, you will tend to hear what's called sympathetic resonance from behind the nut on your guitar, as well as if you have a tune-o-matic bridge, you'll notice that it does it behind the bridge as well, where it connects into the body. And if you have a Floyd, these sympathetic reverberations actually come down through your Floyd and reverberate in your springs. Now, you'll notice, especially in high gain, that if you're playing, if you listen really closely, even after you mute the strings, and I'll give you an example. Not sure if you can hear it on the audio, but you'll kind of hear an after, like after I mute the strings. So here's a few things that you can do, either using household items or really cheap items that you can buy off of the internet, to help stop those reverberations and get your guitar sound tighter. So let's say you're at your friend's drummer's recording engineer's house and you're laying down those sweet fat tracks. He starts to complain to you about the ringing noise at the end of every one of your chugs. Well, fear not. Run to the kitchen, grab yourself some paper towels. Now, I know with the paper towels, kind of makes you raise an eyebrow, like what? But it is quick, effective, and it will hold out until you can get better material to mute your springs with. Now, you won't need much, usually just a sheet or two. Fold it up, like so, and put it into the guitar under the springs. No more sympathetic reverberations. Another item you can use to mute your Floyd Rose is tape. Now, you can use this behind your nut on your headstock. You can also use this on the string space behind the tune-o-matic bridge. But for this demonstration, I am going to go ahead and use it on the Floyd. Now, I picked medical tape. Duct tape might work better. However, I don't like duct tape. It leaves behind a lot of gunk. So in this case, all you do is just take a strip of tape, and you're going to place it over the springs on your Floyd. Now, if this were to stop noise behind the nut, you just place it over the strings, and same with the tune-o-matic bridge. Okay, now let's get a little demonstration. Sympathetic reverberations annihilated. And lastly, foam blocks. Now, you can go online and buy foam for pretty cheap. They have foam for pickup mounting and all different kinds of stuff for guitar. Usually costs anywhere from $1 to $10. Now, I'm using pickup foam from BitterRoot Guitars. I think it cost me about 10 bucks after shipping. If I remember correctly, I think the shipping actually cost more than the product. Anyway, here's what it looks like. It has a little sticky adhesive thing on the back, which comes in handy. What I did was actually cut the adhesive off. I cut the block in half down this way, down the middle. And I ended up with two little pieces that look like this, and this is enough to stop all of these sympathetic reverberations in your guitar. Let's see how it's done. Okay, so again, if this were a tune-o-matic bridge, you would just place this stuff underneath the strings and tighten them back up. And if you are going past the nut to stop those reverberations, same thing, you would have to cut it thin enough or get foam that's soft enough to fit underneath the strings without messing with the pitch or placement. You know, you don't want the nut to get caught up on the foam or end up having it lift the string up off the nut. It'll give you intonation problems and fret buzz problems, all that stuff. You don't want it. Anyway, back to the Floyd. So in the case of a Floyd Rose guitar, you're just going to take the rubber and you're going to stick it right in between each spring. Just shove it down on in there. Give it a little yank back up. You want it to be as even as possible. Same thing with the other side. And voila, there you go. No ringing. Reverberations killed. Some of you might be asking, does shoving things down into your Floyd Rose mess with its operation? Well, let's noodle around a little bit and find out. So there you have it. There are 3 items and 3 ways that you can use on your guitar to stop all of the sympathetic resonance that plagues your playing, recording, practices, etc. Go have fun with it. Leave your comments down in the comment section below, because that's where comments go, you know. Anyway, I appreciate you for stopping by, and hopefully I will see you later. Have fun. I have been Independence Guitar, and yeah, come back.